Hi, my name is Brittany Jepson, and I have with me here my friend Ben Schilaty.
Hello.
Ben is my next door neighbor, and I don't know him as well as I need to, so I decided to bring him over for crafting.
I'm thrilled to be here. Your house is really lovely.
Thank you.
Almost as lovely as mine.
Well, it is a competition that I'm willing to win.
I think you'll win.
I have seen your cacti, though.
Oh yeah, I have a thing for cacti, and yeah, I love them.
And they're alive as opposed to mine.
Yeah, they're not hard to keep alive. They just need sun and a little bit of water.
Well, that's really low because mine are dead. So
You probably loved them too much.
I think so. I have been accused of loving things too much. But I am so glad to have him with Classic Christmas because he does so many wonderful things I wanted to add to his resume. Ben is an author of Walk in My Shoes.
Yeah.
And he is a podcast host with Charlie Bird called Questions from the Closet.
It's pretty good. We have a fun time. It's a fun podcast.
It is a fun podcast, and I think you should all go listen to it. It's about, what is it? Can you tell us what it's about?
Charlie and I are both gay Latter-day Saints, and each episode we answer a question or discuss a question that we get asked as gay Latter-day Saints, and we have a guest on to discuss the question with us. So it's a discussion podcast about sexual orientation, gender identity, and faith.
Yeah. So I totally binged it with my husband on a road trip.
Oh, yeah?
Like the whole road trip.
And you were bored the whole time.
I fell asleep. No, I did not. It's fantastic. You should really go listen to it. Share it with your friends or someone who you think might be interested. And report back to me. I want to hear how it goes. In the meantime, we're going to craft.
Yay!
And we are going to make some classic cranberry garlands. Can you see this here? Cranberry garlands are so easy to make, and they add a lovely fresh element to your decor. You can put it on a Christmas tree, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mantle garland, like put it up under here.
Oh, that'll be lovely.
Yeah. Maybe, so you're going to help me make this.
Are these real cranberries?
These are very real cranberries, so you can just get them from the store.
Just regular cranberries?
Just regular, like the real regular cranberries.
Do you have to prepare them at all?
I appreciate these questions. No, you do not have to prepare them at all. They will dry on their own. And so we have tapestry needles right here.
Okay.
Tapestry needles are a little bit longer and thicker, and we have some twine. And these will keep it super sturdy as opposed to like sewing thread. And you just like put it in like this. And you want to be somewhat precise of where it goes in so that it won't go totally scawampus.
Yeah.
And then you just go all the way through.
Do you go through the top and the bottom?
Yeah.
Does it matter which part you go through?
No, I don't think so.
What if I poke myself?
I would highly advise against it.
That almost came through. Is that all right? It's not super straight.
No, that's great because then you get to this.
Oh, then it gets some diversity.
I think diversity is always good.
Yeah, and I guess, I mean, does something need to be super straight?
So yeah, you just go through, and I think maybe the scawampus is a part of it. Things should be a little scawampus in life.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a little boring.
Yeah, I want this one to go through straight. Because yours, Brittany, are so beautiful.
No, I've only done, no, that's not true.
I'm worried I'm going to get my finger. Yeah, I was off again.
You might. I have Band-Aids here and some Neosporin.
Okay.
So one thing we share is a love of rainbows.
Yes, I do love rainbows. I'm actually wearing rainbow sneakers right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, those are cute. What brand is that?
They're pseudo sneakers. Actually, I'm the victim of targeted marketing on Facebook.
Oh, yes.
So they were marketing to me for a couple of months. I was finally like, I want to buy them. But what's funny is the laces are like printed on. They're not real laces.
So they're like slip-ons?
Yeah. So I thought that was stupid, but they're really comfy, so I wear them anyway.
Oh, that's fun. But I was also looking at your ring.
Yeah.
That's fun. Well, so I do not mean to plug my own book, but I have a book called Craft the Rainbow.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. What happened? What's it about?
It's about crafting in every shade of the rainbow.
Came off.
And it's, that's fine. Because you know what? No harm done. Go on to the next.
Okay, so it's about crafting in every color of the rainbow?
Every color of the rainbow. So there's crafts in
reds. I think some of these might not be all the way dry.
Ugh. That's kind of grossed me out. Maybe just go for the super, ugh. You know, like when grapes are like that? Do we have damage control? So Ben, talk to me about your favorite podcast episode.
Okay. There's so many that I like. One of my favorite episodes is called "Should I Go on a Mission?"
Okay.
So, in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it's very common for young people to serve 1.5-year, 2-year missions for the church. And they get sent all over the world.
Did you serve a mission?
I did.
Where did you serve?
I served in Mexico.
Okay.
And so a lot of LGBTQ members aren't sure if going on a mission is the right thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just kind of talked about, Charlie and I talked about why we went on a mission, what it would be like to be openly gay as a missionary. And it was just really fun. The conversations are never scripted, and it's just fun to see where they go. And Charlie ended up telling this really beautiful story of how he felt God had helped him and protected him, and just something that he hadn't even planned on sharing. And so it's just fun to see those conversations turn into really beautiful things.
Moments. So one of my favorite episodes,
Yeah.
because I thought it was so funny that you even had this episode, was the funny kissing story.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the ones that are serious are so lovely, but the ones about kissing girls was so funny.
Yeah, stories of 2 gay men kissing women.
Yes, it was honestly like, oh man, that was good.
So another episode people really like is we did an episode about how all Disney movies are about being a gay Latter-day Saint.
I missed that one. How are all Disney movies like gay LDS men?
Well, for example, you have Moana, who just wants to go sail the sea.
Okay.
And if she leaves her family, then she's going to be, she has this like prescribed role that she has to fulfill.
Right.
That she doesn't think she can. She wants to like go out and explore. Oh my gosh, that one's right in the middle.
You get 100 points.
Yes. Yeah, so that's one. A lot of Disney movies are about like feeling like you don't fit in and then like trying to find your path. I think that's an experience that many gay Latter-day Saints have.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a research, like a project waiting to be written, or a book. No? Maybe just an episode. Maybe just go listen to it.
Well, Sarah Coyne, who works at BYU, she studies princesses and princess
is that
culture.
right?
Yeah, and there's actually a lot of research on like what princess movies are like and how they all have this like yearning song about how they like want to go like see the world and do more than what they've been required or like asked to do. So, people are doing this. Oh, I'm sorry, but this is mine.
That's a little, yeah, you got to ask permission, bud. Wait, buddy, you know what? This is not a teether.
You were asking me how crafty I am, and I was like, I am not crafty at all. You're like, this one will be so easy, and this is easy, but it's also so hard to get it right
Well,
through.
maybe we should have really tested your limits, because it seems like you're nailing them.
Well, once I get the non-juicy ones, I'm okay.
Okay, so do you have fun Christmas plans?
So this is going to be really sad.
Oh.
But I'm not super into Christmas. I like it, but I'm not like I just don't decorate a ton.
Didn't I have like some screening questions for you? How did you get through? This is a little offensive.
So I like Christmas, but I'm just not a huge, I'm not...
You're not a big Jesus fan?
No, I like Jesus. I love Jesus. I just, my family wasn't big into decorating, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know someone who can help you with that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just going home for Christmas
Okay.
to the Seattle area. I'll be there for 2 weeks with my dad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And my mom lives nearby. She's in assisted living.
Okay.
So I will get to see her. She won't know who I am.
Oh.
But we'll get to hang out a little bit.
That
and
creates a different dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I usually wouldn't go home for a whole 2 weeks, but my dad's just been struggling since my mom's been gone. So.
I can imagine that.
And then one of my friends doesn't have a family to go home to, so they are coming to spend Christmas with my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. Taking friends in, that's very nice.
I have a family that our motto is enough and to spare. Like whatever we have, there's enough of it and we get to share. So if you have a place to go to for Christmas, come hang out with us. It'll be a lame Christmas, but you'll get to spend it with us.
But it'll exist. That sounds lovely. If any of you are hearing this, he lives in Washington, go meet up with him. So how's the semester going?
Oh, it's great. The beginning of the semester was so busy. I'm teaching a class I've never taught before.
Oh, what is it?
It's a Book of Mormon class.
Okay.
And when you teach a class you've never taught before, it is just so much work.
Oh, right. It's after that you get used to it and you have a plan and stuff. Okay.
Yep. But I'm teaching a diversity class as well.
Okay.
And I have taught that. This is my third semester.
Okay, because you started it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And it is just so fun. I absolutely love it.
Are your students like so open? Like, I can imagine the people there really want to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people just want to learn, and it's really fun to see, oh, this is going to fall off.
That's fine. You can put on another one.
We'll see if it stays on. It's really fun to see how people just like grow and expand. And the class, so it's not just a diversity class where we just learn about different populations, but the class is called Understanding Self and Others, Diversity and Belonging. And so each day we do these get to know you questions that are pretty intense. And so by the end of it, the class members understand themselves a lot better. And then they get to know each other super well.
Now, when I was an undergrad, I always thought there were certain classes that I thought should be required. Do you feel like this class should be required?
Oh, totally.
Absolutely.
I mean, of course, if I'm doing it, it's really good and they're going to take it.
Do you find that you have people who are just a big fan of you who come?
That does happen, yeah. Because the class is a little hard to find. It's a special topics class.
Okay.
And so most of the people who come to the class either heard about it from like my social media, someone else's social media, or a friend of theirs took it and recommended it.
Fascinating. Well,
I have one student right now who just thought it would be an easy A, and that's why he took it, and he's glad that he did, because he's getting an A.
Okay, okay.
But he's also learning a lot.
Are you saying it's easy?
I'm a pushover, for sure.
Oh, okay. Good to know, students, if you're out there. Easy A.
No.
Also, you learn a lot.
You have to do a lot of work, but it's a 2-credit class. So.
Is it like a class where you have to go and actually do hands-on things?
100%. This is the
introspection things?
This is the most important part of the class. So they have to write 3 papers.
Okay.
One is called the positionality paper, and you just have to write about your gender, your race, your socioeconomic status, your nationality, your religious affiliation, and how that has affected and impacted your life. So everyone does a lot of self-reflection.
Oh, right.
But the thing I love that they do is I have them write these papers called proximity papers. And proximity is just a fancy word for closeness. And so they have to interview someone they already know who has a different background, whether it be a different gender, different sexual orientation, different religion, different nationality, and then ask them a bunch of questions about their experiences. And then they have to write a reflection paper on that experience. And it's so beautiful to read these papers because almost all of them say, I thought I knew this person. I've known them for years. But I ended up learning so much about them. Okay.
Well, fun fact for people who aren't aware, you can't have a beard at BYU, but you can have a mustache.
Which is super
weird.
Super interesting.
It's so weird, honestly. If we're gonna argue about rules, that one's just a weird one to me. But, so, I mean, some people, when they do it, it always feels like facetious, like ironic. I don't know what.
Like, I'm not growing a mustache because I want to. I'm just growing one because I can.
It's like as close as you can get. I don't know. I think it looks good on you, though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, for what it's worth.
Yeah, so I've been calling it, so the word for mustache in Spanish is bigote. I'm calling it my bengote.
Are you a fan?
No. What do you think?
No. Well, he doesn't like the cranberries for sure, but what about his bengote? Yeah. There we go.
Pretty good, huh?
Well, we could go all night. In fact, we may. But thank you for joining me, Ben. This has been so fun.
Thank you for inviting me. It was a fun trek across the yard over to do this.
And check back with us for more classic Christmas crafts. Bye.
Bye.